If you could choose any place to go on a road trip, where would you go? I would go to Oregon. I've always dreamt of going there. Cannon Beach, Multnomah Falls, Crater Lake, Mount Hood, and of course this random plane in the woods that I discovered online, like 5 years ago. And that's where this adventure starts. As soon as I discovered this plane, I knew that I wanted to get a bird's eye view drone shot. And then all of a sudden, there I was. I knew that this was probably going to be my favorite part of the trip. Unlike the plane that we flew here on, 30 minutes after getting off that plane, I went and bought a drone.
Is anyone surprised that I made it out with the drone?
No.
My other one hasn't been working.
It's broken still. This is so annoying.
The back of my drone's literally red. Because it's broken.
My drone's been broken for the past 2 years.
Navigation system error.
Honestly, couldn't have thought of a better time to go buy a new
I knew
one.
you could do it.
Bro, you guys aren't even ready for this. It's about to be so cool. It's about to be my favorite part of the trip. Alright guys, made it to the plane. Here it is.
I thought that we were only going to be able to see the outside of the plane, and I honestly would have been fully content with that. But Bruce, the guy that built the plane, gave us a tour of the inside, and it was way cooler than I ever would have expected.
We might do 3.0 in Japan.
My favorite thing about this part of the trip wasn't even the plane itself. It was actually the guy that created it.
Alright, everyone say goodbye to the plane. It's back there. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's probably gonna be my favorite part of the trip. Right now, we're near Mount Hood. We're going hiking. Oh, here's the lake that we're hiking around right here. Along with going to Mount Hood, we also went to Vista House. How was it, Cameron?
It was epic. I didn't even see a waterfall though. So it was amazing.
Alright, everyone made it to Misery Ridge. Here it is right here. look like we went up that much. So we gotta go.
I'm gonna throw that down the hill.
Aw. Charlie's in my video all the way up there.
Cameron.
Mom said the wildfires are only 3 miles away.
Alright everyone, made it to Crater Lake. A little smoky out here. Alright everyone, go stand over there. Even though the wildfires made Crater Lake a little hazy, it was still one of my favorite places I've ever been. I've never been disappointed by a national park, and I guess that continues on this trip. Even though the weather conditions weren't ideal, it made for a great sunset. Possibly the best one of the week. Unfortunately, all good things must end eventually, and this part of the trip was followed up by what was perhaps the worst part of the entire trip. Alright everyone, just crashed my drone into a tree. It lasted 3 flights, I think. Look at this, it's like 100 feet up in the air.
Could you not stop it when you saw the first tree?
Falling though. Maybe, it's on the ground, it's on the ground, go! I'm gonna find it.
There's gonna be no path.
Here's the trees, they're this tall, and then magically. Also went to a really cool waterfall. Got no footage to show for it. Alright, the search for the drone continues. At least it's a nice path we walk along. I feel like I need to give a little backstory here. The only thing I had to find the drone was coordinates. We walked in the middle of the woods. We had no idea if it was even going to be possible to get where the drone was. And then we got to the coordinates and it wasn't there. We were just walking around looking for this tiny drone, and eventually somehow my dad found it. It was sitting right in front of us. Let's go! This is the tree that took out my drone. But found it.
You just have to put this back in, bro.
Alright, when there's the waterfall. Apparently, Oregon is pretty well known for their covered bridges. Bridge number 1. This would be a fire drone location. Unfortunately, There will be no more drone flying from this trip.
Would you still take me for a fool if I let give it all away for you? So take me home. Take me home.
Are we going to the next bridge, Dad? Alright, everyone. This is the best one. Best bridge. We all got out. Oh, there's a war for the rock. Yeah, 100%.
After our day of spontaneous adventure and one drone crash later, we made it to Pacific City.
Alright. Made it like 10 feet. That for sure was something. That looked really comfortable, Cameron. Glad you can check that off the bucket list.
Just kidding.
And then eventually it was our last day in Oregon. We spent our last day at Cannon Beach. Basically just a random rock in the middle of the ocean, but it's, in my opinion, one of the most popular spots in Oregon, and it was definitely a must visit. And that was the end of the Oregon trip.
I also just bought a drone. I crashed into a tree.